Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I'm going to show you everything we painted during the time we were gone. But first, here's Peaches. She's doing good. John just took her down to the ballpark and he ran her ragged, so she's in there taking her nap. But she's doing really good, and this is her big old bedroom. She's about 60 pounds, I think, and this is rated for a 90-pound dog. So she still can sprawl out in there. But anyway, that's Peaches. But we rearranged a lot of this room. And John will show you, he'll pan around. We painted the walls white, the ceiling white. And I found it's called a power tie. It's Valspar paint and it's called power tie. And the walls, the color is a woolly lamb, if any of you are interested. But the power tie is like a dark cranberry, and I just thought it would add a little pizzazz and some color and some life to this dull living room, you know. And our TV was over in this corner, mounted on the wall, so I still have to put my pictures up yet. And I've got new curtains coming for that window, and that's all brand new over there. The curtains and the hardware is all new. So we moved our TV over to the wall that's between us and John's bedroom, and that's where the TV is. So it opened this up quite a bit, because before it was you know, the couch was over by you guys there, the chair was over here, and the table and the TV and the stand, so you didn't have a whole lot of room. But since we rearranged this a little bit, I think we maximized our space. But that's our living room and our new carpet. We got new carpets. My furniture is only a year old, or what, 2 years old now? I think it's 2 years old, and it's beautiful. So all we have left to do in this room is just put up the new curtains when they come and put our pictures back up. And if any of you are wondering what this stick is, this is a walking stick that a gentleman made for us when we were working down in, where is it, North Carolina, right? North Carolina. We were up in the mountains in North Carolina, and when we were working for Fishers, we were clearing out the propane yard and cleaning all the tanks out. Well, a gentleman had come up there, and I think he was a little slow or challenged, but he was so sweet. And he said, "Oh my gosh, can you help me?" He said, "We had a tree that came down on our porch and we can't move it." So of course we, drove the SkyTrack down to the bottom of the hill where he was living, and we removed that tree for him, got it off his porch and stuff. Well, the next day he had carved this walking stick for John and I. And there's a little snake he carved on it. And it is so cute. So we've kept it all these years. And I just stuck it there because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it. But I'm not going to get rid of it. That was just precious of them, I thought. Okay, our dining room. Y'all know I got this big old table. My daughter built this table, Beverly, my youngest daughter, the one that's an entomologist. She loves to build stuff, so she built the table, and I love this big table. It will accommodate our family, well, most of our family. But we got the same color out here. It comes clear through to the dining room. I gotta touch up a spot. I just seen that. I gotta touch that up a little bit. But that's the power tie and the woolly lamb color. I got to get a nice picture for up there above my computer. That's where I do all my work, friends, and answer all my comments, and that's just my little desk. So we've got 18 years we've lived here. 18 years we've lived here, mister?
Yes.
18 years we've lived here, and I finally got a light. Mr. Wayna finally put that light up there, and it's bright. Take a look at this. That's beauty. And it dims. It's gorgeous. So I was happy, because we used to just have a light bulb hooked on plug it in, and it hooked up there, and it lit everything up. For years we had that. And I don't know why we waited this long to change it. But anyway, we got the new light now. And we got that light at a resale shop, our local resale shop, for $5, friends. Perfect. Repurpose and reuse. I love it. So we got these curtains. Gosh, when I went to Walmart, we got our rugs at Home Depot and our curtains at Walmart. And they don't have much of a variety at all. So I've been looking on Amazon. I got a few coming on Amazon, but these are like those blackout curtains. I just wanted some drapes. And I wanted some drapes that had, you know, just a real light print on them. I didn't want nothing loud, but they didn't have anything. All they carry is blackout and sheers. Well, I always put sheer curtains on my windows as well, but I like to have that look of the drapes with it. So the best ones I could find was the pretty gray, and I thought, you know what, it is pretty because I've got gray in my rug underneath here and blue for the kitchen, and I've got the browns, which absolutely tie everything together. So we matched it as the best we could, and it looks nice. And Mr. Wayne decided to paint our heater vents metallic gold, and it's making me nuts. So I'm gonna take it off there and I'm gonna repaint them white. I can't take it. that metallic gold is gorgeous, and you'll see it on the cabinets in the kitchen, but it's just too much on that. I can't do it. So here we go. We'll come into the kitchen, and this is nice.
You might want to close that curtain because the light's messing with the...
I can. We gotta go the other way. No. There, is that better?
Yep.
Okay. You can show them over there, that way, over by the pantry. My pantry's right off the kitchen there, so is my bathroom. And, but we got it painted all the way through. I didn't paint that little closet back in there. I will do that eventually. But I got this closet over here painted. All these cabinets. These cabinets, I love this color. John picked this color out because I was busy painting in the living room and the dining room. So I told him I want something that's like a bluish gray. Nothing loud and obnoxious, you know. And he chose that, and it just set with me because it reminds me of my mom. I'm telling you, friends, my mom had this color. Oh, I could have just died. She had beautiful wood floor on our Quote-Mish house, just like I got here, original wood flooring. And some of it, friends, was chestnut, which is pretty much obsolete. You just can't get it. Well, she decided to paint her floors. It was a little bit, I think it was a little bit lighter than this, but it reminds me of my mom and that horrible floor. It just tears me up that she painted that floor. So we wound up sanding that entire floor back down. Well, we had a job on our hands. But anyway, I like that. And if you can see, this is the original hardware too. And John, I cleaned that all up. I soaked it in vinegar. Look how nice that looks. And he repainted it that pretty gold. And it just stands out. But it's not, you know, screaming in your face. So I like that. And we painted the old paneling. You remember my old panel. All the way around. I had the top was white and the bottom part was paneling. Well, I thought, how in the world can you make paint stick to paneling? But we wound up just sanding it up a little bit, just enough to rough it up. And we used a Kills paint on it, real thick. That paint is wonderful. So we used Kills on it, and it painted beautifully over that Kills. I love it. And we, you know, the trim is blue. And this light above here, I don't know if you'll be able to show you. That is actual glass. And I think that's from probably the 30s or the 40s. See the glass up in there where the light is? How it's textured? I only take that down about once every year and wash it. And I'm real careful with it because it's thick, but it's fragile. But I think it's from the 30s or the 40s, and I won't part with that. I just leave that the way it is. I love that piece of glass. We had a bird up in there one year. Remember that bird?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it happened. We had a robin get up in there from the outside. Probably got up where there was a spot under the eave or something, whatever that's called. Anyway, we put everything back in the kitchen pretty much the way it was. There's no way we can rearrange this kitchen. I think the way we have it now is you know, we can maximize the space. Now it might look big in the videos, but my kitchen really isn't that big, you know. And when you come in here, that's when you notice it's kind of small. But especially with the island here. But friends, I love this island because it does give me so much more room to work with. Now my kitchen would be huge without the island in it, but all I've got, the only space I've got is right here to work on. So I said, you know what? This island might be big, but we're going to make it fit. And we did. Okay, that's it. That's what our 3 rooms look like. We're happy with it. And we got Mr. Fred on the window here. Isn't that fitting? I saw that and I couldn't resist it. I said, look at that chicken. And I told John, I says, what you gonna name that chicken? He said, we're gonna name him Fred. So Fred's on the window. I thought he was cute. He was only a couple bucks. And he does come off. He comes right off that window. He's not there permanently. But I'm leaving him on there for my grandbabies because he's so cute. But anyway, friends, that is our 3 rooms. I hope you like them. Tell me what you think. Oh, before we go, you all always see my wall of fame is what I call it. And this is, with the exception, I covered up where Cam was. But I will not paint. I painted a little ways up, and you can see I painted a little ways down. But I will not paint this. This is all my grandkids, how they've grown over the years. And Sadie, look at them, 5 of them. And I just leave it. And I don't care if it looks like hell. You know what? That's my wall of fame. And it's not going anywhere. So, and I can't even paint that because they drew CC on there and a heart. I got all kinds of stuff on there. That's my kids, my grandkids. And I love it. So, that is our house. Our living room, our dining room, and our kitchen, friends. So it's got a little bit of a facelift. It looks new, and it's changed a little bit, but I'm loving it. And so is Mr. Wayna. And we put a lot of work into it. So I don't remember what the blue was called. Do you? Oh, I don't remember what the blue was called. Oh, if I think about it, I'll put it in there. But those of you who like those colors, the white is called Woolly Lamb all the way through the house. And my cranberry is called Power Tie. And I love it.
Oh, no.
So you thought maybe you had it?
Yeah. No. I got it downstairs if you want.
Oh, I'll put it in with the video. He's got the, he can get the name of the blue downstairs. And I'll list it underneath. I'll list all the colors underneath for you. But they're all Valspar. And I'll write that too. So, you will have a wonderful day. We have to go. We have to get ready because we got a lot of baking to do today. And that's going to be another video. I hope you like our house. Tell us what you think. You all have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with us.